I'm ready.
It's 3 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Turn on the lights so that those would be quiet. No, not that light.
She ain't gonna. You gotta plug the light
gotta
on the
punch-
outside.
No.
Push the button down by your feet.
Push the button
Um,
down on the inside of the room.
Hello. Excuse me, but the power cable was unplugged from it and laying across the chair.
Why was that?
I don't know. I thought you had done it, so I put it right back across the chair and didn't even touch it.
We're live.
You guys, welcome to Insane Asylum.
That's why we call it Insane Asylum.
You guys have been live for the last minute.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Today we are doing a table talk and movie review.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing table talk. There's plenty of...
We're talking
Oh, you
about
don't
the
think
whole
what happened was
weekend and the funny
You are funny.
funny events that had happened to us this weekend.
He is funny. He's
For
very funny.
Valentine's Day.
I mean,
Oh, by the way, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. I know it's
Late Valentine's Day.
I know it's a little
It is
late.
the 16th.
you
I know
know,
it's a little late, but hey,
You're 2 days late. What the hell's wrong with you?
we were having fun.
I was out of
Are you
town
pregnant?
for Valentine's Day, so
Did you just hear what he said?
I don't even know if I
I
want to
just-
know.
You missed that. It was going to be funny to see her reaction.
Want me to say it again? Or you want to wait until she watches the video again?
Wait till she walks into it.
I'm such a dick. But anyway. So, anything exciting happened to you, Joe? Has it been really exciting for you, Joe?
Uh-oh. Your audio is set really loud and something
Well, that's
bad.
because I am loud. But you know what? I tried to tell him that we needed to check these mics before we started,
I thought that
and he did not even bother.
You guys could have started in 5 minutes alone when you are ready.
So,
yeah, but
hey, it's not my fault.
Did you
I actually said, fucking check how they sound.
just turn it down
No,
probably a
he
little bit.
he didn't. Oh, and that's right. He was playing with the gain switches.
I was playing with the slides.
Yeah, that's the gain. That's or the part of the. Well, anyway, he was playing with the slides and he turned them up, pushed them up, and said, "These don't matter."
Mark in particular, I think.
That's because I'm loud. I'm always loud. Should have seen me at the meet and greet yesterday. I was the loudest one up there whenever they asked for introductions. I've always been loud. I can't help myself.
How's that, guys?
I don't know. I can always bring my mic a little further away, like this, if that helps. Because I am a loud person. I can't help it. I like being loud. But then I can actually start talking like this if you want me to.
No.
We
Then
can turn
nobody
the
can
lights-
hear you.
We can turn the lights way down low. And I can start talking like this. And, we
Ashley
can,
says it's better.
and then maybe we can
Mark sounds way better.
now maybe we can actually start talking about sex
Well,
toys.
that's because
and
I
sex
turned his
position.
gain down and I
Especially
fixed
when
the
you're
slides
here.
that
If you
Joe
really
was working
want to.
moved. Okay, anyway, so Joe,
Hey,
what
it's
happened to
table
you
talk.
this weekend?
He's over here telling me anything goes, man.
So anyway, Friday, our little trip starts out Friday, Valentine's Day.
Not my trip. This was not me. Me and Lisa stayed at home.
Not
Yeah.
only was it
Good night.
Valentine's Day,
Watched a movie or two, I think. And then I passed out. Because I was tired. Alright. Say your thing, Joe.
We
Tanya and
left
I have
home
been
about
married
3:30.
about 10 years.
Yes, that is true. Tanya has put up with this bozo for 10 years.
Nobody asked you.
I don't know if I would ever have the will and fortitude to put up with this bozo on a daily basis, 24/7, for 10 years.
You're lucky
It's
I can put
hard
up
enough.
with you for
It's
5
hard
minutes
enough to
without
be
beating
over
the shit
here.
out of you.
It's hard enough to be over here putting up with him on the weekends whenever I come over.
Anyhow.
Sorry, go ahead.
At least I ain't freaking out like he does. Anyhow, we go out to eat. We had a really nice dinner, except for the fucking wait. It was forever.
It only took an hour.
Yeah, it only took an hour, but considering it was Valentine's Day, you got to give
We
them
should
a
just call
kind
when
of
we
a
left
slide
home.
there.
Told me we were going to be there about 4:30.
So we go out to eat. We got back to the hotel because we stayed in the hotel because we had that Wisconsin podcast mixer thing on Saturday that we went through. And here I do as I'm sitting there and I'm in the hotel, we're watching TV, and I look down at my hand, and the next thing I know, my wedding band was missing. So I not only lose my wedding band and lost it on Valentine's Day, it was also our anniversary too. Oh yeah? Yeah. That was Tanya's idea. Ashley.
What?
She likes this, and I was like, she threw me because she
there's
didn't
a
say
reason
Harley
why-
Quinn. She just said Harley, and I'm thinking
There's a reason why the poster's back there.
We
But
got a reason for the poster.
there's a reason for that.
We're
We
gonna
just
talk
haven't
about
got
the
to that
movie,
yet.
actually.
anyway,
worry about it.
That's a little
go
later.
on with your story.
It's cool though, isn't it?
I lost track. Why don't you finish?
So anyway, we stayed in the hotel that night, and he had a hard time sleeping because
Oh yeah.
he lost it. And Saturday morning when we woke up, we went to the mall because we had right before we went back to the hotel, we went to Target in Middleton, and we went to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods at West
checking out
Town Mall.
some things for our investigations when we go out.
And then I ended up. I walked out of that store. I think with a fucking stalker. I think I ended up with a stalker. I mean, the guy.
He's been giving out business cards almost everywhere we go.
Yeah, I've
So
given
have I.
out so many cards about our website
I got
and
very
what we
few
do
left
with the
in my pockets.
paranormal stuff. This guy got to talking to me so much and he was following me around until I decided to start walking down the stairs. That's a little sick.
Yeah. You might have wanted to go home with her.
She's been hanging around you too long.
Okay. Anyway, so we went to Target, and he had walked in and talked to the service desk, and nobody had found it. We also went into Dick's Sporting Goods to see if anybody had found it, and nobody had found it.
Nope.
And later that day, when Texas Roadhouse was open, which is where we went for supper,
Yeah.
I had called to see if
it was
anybody
a good
found it
supper,
there,
too.
and nobody had found it. But while we were at West Town Mall, we actually stopped in K Jewelers, and I bought him a new wedding band.
Yeah. You can't
Show
see
everybody. Come on.
it. I can't still show everybody. You can't see it. You can go
Yeah,
be
you
able to
can.
see it.
You go like that. You put it up like that. Look.
You
You
put it
make
like
sure-
that.
Well, you make sure you're right about here, so you
Right
get,
about here.
so you get some light from both screens. See, it's right there.
It ain't showing up. Boy, are we really delayed.
Well, that's the thing.
Okay.
See, there you went. See? And then there. See?
There you go.
See, look,
All
you
right.
can see it. The light was on it just enough
And
where you can see
you know,
it good.
my new rings right now are out being sized, but there is a particular color. The rose gold that's in his ring actually matches the heart on my rings,
Well, there you go.
so they do match.
The only thing we couldn't replace was the sentimental value
No.
of the other one.
So I'm
But you know
hoping
what?
somebody
You
calls because
never
we
know.
left our
Something
name and
might
number at
happen.
every
Yeah.
place. That
Hopefully it'll
we
make
pick
it
on.
back. Hopefully it'll make it back to me.
It's a good possibility.
No, I didn't. I mean,
It was
one of
a-
those
it
ones.
was
It
a
was kind of
gold
a
wedding
cheap one
band
bought
with-
from Walmart.
It was a gold wedding band with some stones, and it did have crosses on it.
What makes it extra special is my mom believed in us so much that she helped pay it off.
To make sure that we were able to keep them.
Basically, Judy believed that she would have the will and fortitude to put up with her son for for as long as she is, and that's why.
Yes.
Which finger was that?
Who is looking down on us
never
every
mind.
day and keeping
I
us
thought maybe
sane.
it went like that, just to show me the ring or something.
You know, this guy's been a pain in my ass since. Oh, we ain't even go how far back.
So
But now you can go tell. All right, wait. Now Saturday.
yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
after we did
Not
all of
last
that,
Saturday, but yesterday.
After we did all of
we
that,
met up with Mark and Lisa,
we met up with this bozo and Lisa.
and we went to
I'm being
the
nice to you, of course.
Wisconsin Podcast Mixer,
Yeah, we went to the
which
Wisconsin
was
Podcast
so
Mixer,
awesome. We met so many people.
and this asshole decided to be even more of an asshole.
Well,
What do you mean
at one point of the
I'm being
mixer,
myself.
somebody had made the suggestion that everybody should get up and introduce themselves and say what their podcasts were about. Well,
Oh,
when
yeah.
it got to Mark and Joe, Mark went up there and he actually pulled Joe up on.
The reason Mark went up there is because at first the guy was like, the guy was like calling my name from across the room,
because
and I didn't know. And Mark went up there, and yeah, then the asshole grabs me by the arm and pulls me up with him.
but there's a reason, because of the story that went along with it. Joe had to be up there.
No, I didn't have to be
Yeah,
nowhere.
you did. Partly. Anyway, I embarrassed the shit out of him, and I loved it. Every freaking second of it. Because I created a monster.
But the thing is, not many of you know this about Joe. Even though he's behind the camera or in front of the camera, that's different than standing up in front of people. He has a little bit of stage fright.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. But the thing
Oh my
is,
God,
we need to work on
I
that
am working on you. And
because
it's gonna happen.
we
You're
found
gonna
out
wind up getting
yesterday.
rid of it.
We found out some information
hang on,
yesterday
hang on.
that
Does
was
he wanna
awesome.
That you want to tell? Do you want me to tell you?
But
want
I'm
her
I'm
tell?
gonna let the guys tell you about that.
You want to tell what happened in there?
So Joe, what happened when they finally got all set up yesterday? What was the information you found out from Allison?
It sounds like we're gonna be on the main stage this year.
It sounds like. In other words, they're going to be doing.
No, not sounds like. Now, this is exactly what happened. He went over and he was talking to Allison, and when I walked over there, I kind of caught in the middle of the conversation and was kind of talking.
Allison is the person that
is
started
The
the whole
Wisconsin-
Wisconsin
Her last name
Podcast
Phillips?
Association.
Allison
Yeah,
Phillips?
Allison Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's the one that started the WPA. Okay. And
She-
it was her. She was a co-founder of it, and her and Katie.
I think it was Katie. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Katie. That's what I remember hearing last year when we were there. Anyway, Allison remembers me because
She remembered me too.
well,
apparently.
she kind of remembered you.
Whatever.
She did. She remembered him. But no, she remembers me because when we were at the festival last year, their first annual podcast awards, WPA podcast awards, I was running around giving out glow bracelets because that's kind of my thing, and then also picking on Katie because that was fun to sell. She was. I don't know. She kind of brought that on herself with some of the things that she said. Talking about squirrels fucking and shit. So anyway, so we're talking to Allison here, and she did remember us and everything, and then she just flat out goes, you know what? This year, since you guys are going to be there, you should be up on the main stage and do a podcast live during the awards ceremony things. And that kind of threw him on the floor a little bit. No,
Yeah,
she said
Pretty
that
much
we need
sounds
to
like
do it.
it's going to happen. She wants us.
She
to
wants
do
us
it.
to go up and do a live podcast.
They had, and I don't want to diss the guy, but I mean, if I was a live comic, and if Tom and Molly are still listening, if you were a live comic and you were at one of these mixers and you were asked to get up and describe your podcast, but you're a stand up comic by trade, wouldn't you at least make an attempt to make the audience laugh while you were up there telling who you were and what your podcast was about? I mean,
I would think that you would.
I mean, come on, a good
at
comic
least a
would.
little bit.
His new podcast, because he is going to be about space racists.
But
His
still,
na- Did you guys want to say his name?
I don't know.
yeah,
It's up to him.
I can't remember names.
His name was Joe Malloy.
Joe Malloy. Yeah, he was a good guy.
He said he actually
He was
Yeah,
a
it
good
was
guy.
pretty funny when
Tom
you
and
sat
Mark
down
Yeah.
and
off
talked
the
to him.
rails.
And he knows the comics that they had on their show.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, but I agree with Joe. The guy should have made an attempt at some point there to kind of make the room laugh. Me,
To break the ice.
I'm not even a damn comedian. I'm not. Well, some people think I might be, but
Yeah,
I
he
get up
was
there and I'm
up
just
there
being me, and I actually made the room laugh
We
at least
both
3
did
or 4 times.
when we were up there
Yeah.
because
and
once I got through that little shell there a little bit,
Well, the whole
Yeah.
thing, the
it
reason I
kind of
did
just
it was to
went
break
normal between
the
the two of us.
monotony. You know, to
Yeah.
kind of, I needed to break a little bit of the atmosphere, so he felt a little more comfortable.
Kind of like breaking the ice.
So you break the atmosphere a little bit, and you make the room. You should make the room laugh. Period.
Well, we
Yes.
It don't
did.
matter. You should at least
We
do
did.
something, a little something to try and make the room laugh.
Or some type of emotion.
Yeah.
It,
No,
yeah,
it wasn't a huge crowd. There was at least
it was
20
really
people
cool
in there.
event. There was what was his name? Metal Max
Metal Max or
Metal
Ask
Max
Max.
or Ask Max.
And his, I never did get one of her cards.
I didn't get all of them either because I don't think I
But
got
I
one
did,
from that
Then there
retired
was Jane.
police officer
He
dude
didn't have
from
one.
California.
He didn't
The
have
retired-
one.
Yeah, but I wish I could have
retired cop
remembered his
didn't?
name.
He did not
Yeah.
have one. And
Um,
neither did the comedian.
No, but his name was easier to remember because
Yeah.
we share the same first name.
Yeah.
So Max's podcast was
Ask Max.
Ask Max.
Ask Max.
And
Max.
then-
He talks
and
about
he
metal
talked-
music.
He talked about metal music and everything. Okay.
Yes.
And
Then there
Jane, there
He
was
was quite a
Jane.
character.
She
was
was there
Jane.
too.
She was she's a teacher. She helps parents.
No, that's not Jane.
That was Laura. That was Laura.
That was
You're right.
Laura Cernick.
Yes.
Okay.
Jane.
She wants to start a podcast.
Yeah, there were a couple.
I do
a
have
few,
her card.
There were
the
a
only
few
damn card I
people that
retained.
that
The
there
others I
that
gave to these guys.
there were a few people there that didn't
But,
have podcasts yet, but they
Yeah, there was a
they-
couple that didn't have podcasts. Laura's one of them. And I actually talked to her and I told her, I said, basically, just you find a subject that you're comfortable talking about and that you're passionate about,
And there was a
and
blogger
go
there.
with it.
Blogger was
Just
Gabe,
run with it. Play,
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
keep going. You're going to talk about it. You're going to get people interested in it.
Yeah,
Give them that option to actually,
that was
That
the
was a
retired.
cop.
listen
That was
to
a
you.
retired cop that I was talking to. I could have sat there and talked to him longer if we all had time.
But yeah, Gabriel, he blogs about all the different podcasts.
That are out there.
Now, the thing is, see, you got these two wearing their shirts that they had. Got that and that. Well, I don't have my shirt on. I have my other shirt on. Check this. I don't know if you can see it.
I'll let you know in a second. She should be able to let you know sooner. It looks
Can
like
you
you
see
can
it?
see it pretty good over there. Yeah, it looks like it because I
Can
can
you
see
see
it
the
from
whole
here.
thing?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yep.
I had this.
There,
I had
look.
this one made for me. I had
Well-
a pink one made for Lisa, and I got a purple one that I had made for Kayla, my daughter Kayla, and she's going to join us on the 21st. But I ain't saying what we're doing.
So
But I know this much we're going to have.
I know this person didn't give me. This isn't a paid advertisement, but I do want to give a special shout out to somebody because he's a relative of mine and he deserves a shout out. He's got a service out there for pet owners, mostly dog owners, that if you need to shelter your pet because you're going away for the weekend or something, you might want to check out Hotel K Kennel. Uh, all you got to do is check out, what is it, freebellyrubs.com is the website.
Yeah.
So just give it he's expanding, and even if you're looking to maybe help pet sit or walk dogs, you might want to check him out because he's looking for help because he's expanding. So, hi Lee. So anyway, we had a pretty interesting weekend, and we finished it off. And you ready for this?
What did we just Saturday? What did we do last night?
We finished it off. We went to
Flex
the Flex
Brew.
Flex Brew
Flex Blue.
Flex
Brew.
Brew House in East Town Mall. Talk about a different way to have a movie experience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. This place is, they brew their own beer right there. It's a real brewery
They
inside
have
the mall.
11 beers that they brew on site.
Okay.
They're not alcohol. They don't serve hard liquor because they don't have a liquor license because of the regulations of the city of Madison. But they brew their own beer, and they're like they're a little restaurant that has a movie theater in it.
Right.
And they have nine different
screens. Okay.
Ranging from 32 seats up to 180.
Now right now, because it's February, I thought this was kind of funny. I'm sitting there, normally you're looking at just a plain tile wall when you're sitting there pissing in the urinal in the bathroom. Some bars, they have the advertisements or the condom machines.
I have to make this comment. Tom went to look up freebellyrubs.com and he got freeyoubandhugs.com.
No, it's freebellyrubs.com. Think of a dog giving a dog a belly rub. It's freebellyrubs.com. But anyway, I was in there and they were showing a schedule for February. And they had Murray Monday.
There.
Bill Murray movies on Mondays all February.
Joe, I just put it up in the comment and it came up with Hotel K Pet Sitting.
Right. That's it. Hotel K Pet Sitting.
Yeah, there.
That's what you want to find.
Yep.
I'm just giving a personal shout out to him because he's got a good cause going there, and he's my cousin, and he's worked his ass off to get that
he
far.
Is your cousin, so.
And he's also part of Max Inc. Radio.
Well, he's isn't he also still a DJ on one of the radio stations in Madison too?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because he's a good guy. He went from having his own show on Max Inc. Radio to becoming a DJ.
The history of Jimmy K goes back to a show called the Bastard Den Show, believe it or not, and it was on public radio, public FM radio. So it wasn't like your normal FM station.
Yeah.
It was a WJJO, wasn't that the Madison Public Radio station down there that's attached to Badger?
No, it's WORT.
WORT, that's what it was. He was on WORT.
I actually got asked a few years back to come and do DJing on WORT.
So
Wort Radio.
So
they actually, I made a delivery to them when I was working at Dunham or Straight Shot, and it was during Bush's administration, and I went in there, and all the guys in there did not like Bush, and I made this like off the wall crazy comment, just to be funny. And one of the guys heard me. He was in the other damn room, and he freaking heard me. He comes out, he's laughing. He goes, you should come in here and sit in with a couple of us and do some DJing with. I never took him up on it. I should have. It would have been fun as hell. But I never got the opportunity to go back up there and do that because I had too much crap doing, taking care of working and getting sent out of town and, on those runs and everything. But yeah, I think it would have been fun to do. And then now, fast forward to where we're at now, and 2 years ago, we started this with a single little mic and using
Yeah,
Spreaker.
and
Yep.
and that was the other thing I was going to mention. Our friend here at Hotel K, Jimmy K, also helped us out by giving us a mic and mixer boards and stuff to try to help us out. He
Oh
was
yeah,
also
yeah.
trying,
He
and gave us a lot of advice while we were sitting there.
stuff to try and help us
You know,
get going with some of this. But yeah,
and that was back when back in 2017, he was giving us that advice.
Yeah. And then he gave us good advice and stuff, and we've been
So
trying ever since, and been trying to get people to just have fun with us and do some more stuff.
So
Okay,
anyway,
now back to last night.
Back to last night.
Sorry. See, we get off topic.
They get off
So-
topic. I have to bring them in.
Well, it's
and-
not just
and-
off topic. I mean, we
So this
there's a broad range of topics that we always
right,
talk about.
I know it. That Flex Brew House,
Flicks.
Flex
Flicks.
whatever.
Flix.
Flex Brew House. Okay, movie flicks. I know. I should know this, but anyway,
All right.
you can have a server come out to you while you're watching the movie, and serve you food and drinks while you're watching the movie. Well, we didn't do it either.
The
we,
one at Sun
we
Prairie
ate-
cost like $16-17 to go see a movie for one person.
No.
Oh,
it
this was this.
Last night it cost us
Uh,
$8.50 a person.
This was and
Well, we
for a
actually
movie
ate more.
theater. Oh my God, Mark!
There.
She started snoring after about 10 minutes.
I know.
The seats.
It,
Yeah, but
it
the
was,
seats
it,
were
it
comfortable.
was a slow
Same way.
start. It was kind of
Yeah.
boring in the
But the
The
beginning.
one in Sun Prairie is the same.
Hold
way.
on, we're not at that part yet.
Anyway,
It's just because the seats were just really
Oh
comfortable at this
yes!
place.
Oh my God, they were really comfortable,
I mean,
and it's cool because you're sitting there, and the desk in front of you, it's like a desk,
mhm.
and what they have these pad of paper up on top with a pen. You write down your order, you push this button, and a server
it's-
will come to
it's
you.
called
grab
silent-
That,
it's called silent service.
They will grab that piece of paper and they will go put your order in. And when it's ready, they will bring it right back to you. But they actually slide out to where you don't even have to scoot up.
Yeah,
You bring
a
the
tray
table
slides-
to you. It is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't eat in the theater.
Well, they bring you your bill 45
45
minutes
minutes before the movie's
ends.
done, they bring you
Now,
your bill and you settle up.
Here's
back.
the other thing that I thought was interesting. I've never seen this before in a movie theater, and I don't know if other theaters do it or if this is the only one that does it, but it seems like, from what I asked, because I was talking to the one guy for a while we were there, because I was asking about the place. They have you come in and you have to be seated. They start seating you 30 minutes before the movie starts. And if you're not in there on time, they don't let you in. I mean, they're very strict about their rules.
Yeah,
Okay.
when they close the doors, they close the doors.
All right. Now what happens next is what you see before the movie isn't a bunch of previews.
Oh no. It's
Okay.
not. Well,
This-
some of it was.
What's her name? What's her name?
Harley Quinn.
No, the actress.
Actress.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
All right. They had
Oh, I
a
didn't-
variety
Mom
interview.
would have answered you on that.
They had a variety interview with her. They had another interview with her. They showed you a clip of another movie she was in besides the Suicide Squad and this. Right. They told you a little history about her. You know, they showed you in depth because this was Birds of Prey and Harley, the emancipation of Harley Quinn.
It's Birds of Prey and the Fabulous
Well, whatever.
Emancipation of the One
Harley Quinn. Okay. Anyway,
If you would have grabbed the cup in front of you and turned it
I
around,
know,
you could have read it. Because
So-
that's what it says right here.
when
I know, but you can't read the
when
cup
we were
because
watching this,
no
they
light.
also showed some of the anime, some of
Some of
the history anime of Harley Quinn.
DC anime.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and then they did little trivia questions in between about Harley Quinn.
But the answer,
Some of the answers
Harley
didn't
and
make.
Quinzel.
The one answer didn't make sense.
They
and
asked when she
first joined. When did Harley Quinn first join the Birds of Prey
Well,
officially?
You want to know their answer?
I don't recall in the comic books, but she was never truly an official member of Birds of Prey.
Actually, by the end of the movie, she wasn't.
No, but they put it in 2019
Yeah, they put it in as 2019.
for the answer.
That would have been when the movie was made.
Yeah.
That was when they were filming this.
Or
But no,
or-
the whole thing is
no,
Harley
because-
Quinn never really truly
No.
was a member of the Birds
No,
of
she
Prey.
didn't.
No,
Even at
wait,
the end of the
hold
movie,
on.
I got that at
you
the
know
end
why?
of the movie. She
You know
was
why?
all basically
Hold
on her
on, you
own.
weren't paying attention. You want to know why?
Why?
It was 2019 because they showed it. It was in the anime series that it happened.
Yeah. So
There was an anime series going on. There was the anime series that was going on in 2019, so it wasn't until
she
then.
actually did work with Lieutenant Montoya and the Black
Yeah,
Canary,
But
and
working
Huntress,
with them and actually
she
joining
did work
them,
with them in the comic book series, but she wasn't truly a full member of the Birds of Prey.
No.
And the thing I liked about this movie is, yes, she was in it. And
Oh, yeah.
Margot Robbie, there's nobody else right now that I know of that can pull that role off.
Now, I have a
Because
question.
When she was in Suicide Squad, when they cast her for this role in Suicide Squad,
she stole the movie
she took that character, that cast,
and ran away with it.
and she made it her own.
Okay.
Absolutely made it her own. And at that point, there's nobody else that you're really going to be able to put in her position as Harley Quinn and pull it off like she can.
Well, as an actress, she also said that she loved doing action movies and she loved watching action movies, and so being Harley Quinn was like right up her alley.
Yep.
You know.
They said in the movie when they did the roller skate that was her.
She did all of that.
She did all of that herself. The roller skating part of it, that was her. Roller skating on the moving floor, that was her.
Yeah.
We watched some of the interviews after we seen the movie. We went, and we went back home. And we watched some of the interviews on YouTube of her doing interviews about that movie and everything, and it was pretty nice. I mean, she straight out did good with it. I mean, I've never seen another person another woman take a role like that and just own it.
Right. She blew that away. She totally, literally. I mean, that movie. Yeah, it was a slow start. I could have seen it done a little differently, maybe.
Well, the thing I found cool about it is you literally had her talking.
Yeah.
To you. She was talking.
She was telling you her story.
The story and how all of it started and how all of it began.
In her own crazy psycho way.
This is the coolest thing about this movie. She narrates throughout the entire movie.
I know.
Yeah.
In her crazy psychotic way.
Yes, in her crazy psychotic way.
I mean,
that makes it more entertaining. That makes it more true to what her character is.
Well, I'm sure if with everything we did yesterday, if I would have, once it comes out on DVD, we are definitely getting it.
Well,
and I am watching it again.
You can't own the Suicide.
Because
you can't own the Suicide Squad
I know I
and
missed
then
some
not have the
important
Harley Quinn
parts.
movie.
It's
I
not
know I
just,
missed some
it's not
important
just Suicide
parts.
Squad. Actually, okay,
but
it's Suicide Squad. There's no the.
Well, whatever. You can't.
Okay.
It's just
The reason is on that. The
Hi,
second
Clayton.
Yeah, I know. The second
is
one.
the Suicide Squad.
I know.
That is not. It is a
But that
second movie
that
to
first
the
movie-
Suicide Squad, but it's the the first one is just Suicide Squad. The
Right.
second one's going to be the
But you get
Suicide
hooked
Squad. They
on
didn't make
her.
it Suicide Squad 2.
You get hooked
Yeah.
on her character in that
yes.
first movie.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
mean, once
She's
you
like-
get hooked
she's
on
like the
that
coolest.
character in that first movie, and then they make that second movie that's entirely around her and about her, come on, you're not gonna want you're gonna want to have that. I mean, that is a must own. If you are the superhero people that sit there, I don't care if
Who
you're
is that that
DC
joined?
or Marvel or what
Clayton
fucking
Cartwright?
fraction you want. If you liked the first one, you're gonna
Or-
love this movie. I mean,
Well, this isn't even part of the
It doesn't matter.
This isn't even part of Suicide Squad. This
no,
is
No,
it's not.
this is
takes
Birds
all
of
about
Prey.
her.
This takes
Birds of
place
Prey.
in between it, actually.
Yeah, but it's all about her too. You know, it's like
It also kind of tells. It
It's
also
kinda like
kinda
her
tells,
origins movie.
Well,
the
it-
fabulous emancipation of the one Harley
But
Quinn.
when she was talking in the movie, it was based on after her breakup with the Joker.
yeah, but still, it was kind of like her origins movie in a way.
And if you also noticed, it also told kind of the history of the Huntress too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it gave you the history of how Huntress came about.
Yeah.
right.
See, I did see that part.
And then Lieutenant Montoya.
Yeah, I
Lieutenant
did.
Montoya, you got to remember her.
Yeah.
She busted
too.
her ass in Gotham PD, and she got
Squat.
crapped on by
Yeah.
the
Right.
guys. The guys always
They
took
all they took
They
they
always
took all the
took
recognition and
all the
never
recognition
recognized
of
her.
what she did.
So
Yeah.
she said, "Fuck,
I mean, they
forget
wrote
this,
that.
and I'm out of here."
I think they wrote it very well, except that they just had that
And
little
then-
slow start
and
there.
then
You know,
Black
it wasn't-
Canary.
Shirt that Montoya was wearing.
Black
Did,
Canary.
did anybody
Black
did
Canary, I
anybody
remember,
catch who Black Canary was?
Black Canary? I remember from.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it, because she is not.
She is not what.
She is not one of the original of the two, Laura or
No. Green Arrow.
No,
That's
Black and but no.
no.
no,
Laura,
no. Laura,
Laura
that's Laura. That's
is White Canary. She is the sister of
Green Arrow
Uh,
on the TV
that
series
was Sarah.
Green Arrow.
That was
Well,
Sarah.
no, Laura is Canary. Sarah is White Canary. Sarah is the sister of Laura. Sarah and Laura both
It wasn't
have
Black
that
Canary.
power.
On
No.
that movie, it's
No.
just Canary.
No,
No, it was Black
was Black
Canary.
Canary.
That was Black
That-
Canary.
is the daughter of Laura, the Canary, and who was it she hooked up with? It wasn't Oliver, because Oliver got hooked up with Felicity. But Black Canary was the daughter of Laura.
Who's Laura?
She was
Laura is Canary
the
on.
daughter of the cop. That was not
You
the
remember-
not
you remember
the,
the-
not
the-
the bleach blonde one, but the other
No,
one
the
that
other
was
one.
more like a district attorney.
Sarah
type
is
her-
worker.
Sarah's her sister.
Okay.
Sarah's sister.
Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah is you can find her on Legends, DC Legends,
Okay.
or Legends of Tomorrow. Okay, that's Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah's sister Laura, who
Laurel.
both of them actually
Yes,
had a
Laurel.
thing with Oliver.
It's
Yeah.
not Laura.
Or Laurel.
It's Laurel.
Okay, Laurel. Anyway, she's she is Canary. Sarah's White Canary.
Right.
Now the thing
Okay.
is with Sarah, Sarah's a little. She's kind of a little
She's off.
towards what Harley is,
Okay.
because Sarah's been killed twice and brought back to life through the Lazarus
that
pit.
Lazarus
And every
pit,
time you
yeah.
go into the Lazarus pit, you lose a little part of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Too many resurrections from the Lazarus pit, and you literally
Lost
are
yourself.
done. You are a crazy motherfucker. Period. But Sarah's been resurrected twice in the Lazarus pit, so that's why she's the way she is. Kind of little goofy, but a little crazy, but still there
always
for people.
still traveling on that
Yeah.
right path
Okay.
of the
So,
good
and
side.
then Laurel is her sister. She's Canary. She was, that's how they got their premiere. She got her start on Arrow with Oliver Quinn. Oliver
Queen.
being, or Queen being being the
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow and everything. But
She started.
Black Arrow or Black Arrow, Black
Canary.
Black Canary in the movie Birds of Prey, she is the daughter of Laurel,
Okay.
and I can't remember who Laurel hooked up with either.
Well, it had to be a black guy
I stopped watching that
You would
movie.
think, yeah, because
because
Laurel's
of the
white.
coloring.
I stopped watching some of those TV series
I know.
after a while because it was
Well, didn't they stop the Green Arrow TV series anyway?
The Green Arrow is like 7 seasons, I think.
no,
7 or
they
8 seasons.
they didn't
I'm
use
not sure if they're still
they didn't
doing it
use
or
the
not.
same actors in the movie.
No,
I
in what
can't
movie?
Well, Molly had just asked, did they use the same actors in the movie?
Because we're
Oh,
talking
in
about
this? No. They didn't use from the TV series. They didn't use the actors from
No.
the TV series. These are totally different actors that are in this movie.
Yep.
But Margot Robbie is the same actress that was
Okay.
in Suicide Squad.
In fact,
Oh, our researcher over here
right,
started
she just
looking
looked it
stuff
up.
up because
All right, Black
Dinah
Canary.
This
Laurel
happens.
Lance was born into a family of crime fighters.
Yeah,
Her
we know
father,
that.
Larry Lance was a police officer, while
We
her
know that.
mother,
Yeah.
also named Dinah, was the original Black Canary. The younger Dinah,
her mother.
yeah,
also named,
All right,
that's where the
well, her mother,
that's
also named Dinah, was the original Black Canary. The younger Dinah chose to become a crime fighter at the age of 19, despite her mother's wishes to the contrary.
there you go. So the Black Canary in the movie is named after her grandmother.
was her name Dinah?
Yes.
That's what she just
No,
read.
I'm talking about in the movie.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I think
yes.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I believe her name was Dinah.
Because on
Okay.
Arrow, the universe.
So the way that
White
read,
Canary,
the way she
So
read,
she took over her grandmother's.
she
Right.
became she
So her last name is Sarah Lance, Laurel Lance.
Yep.
Sarah Lance, Laurel Lance.
that's
and-
from the
and-
Arrow
But
universe.
see, Laurel didn't marry.
Detective Quentin.
She didn't marry because this one, the Black Canary in this movie,
Her
she
last name was
said
Lance.
still had the last name Lance.
Yeah. See.
So,
Right.
but Laurel had to hook up with somebody. I don't know. Unless, wait a
no,
minute.
unless it's a younger sister.
No, it's
No?
not. No,
Or
it's
the
Okay.
not.
older sister.
No, it's not an older sister. The only sisters you had was Sarah
And Laurel.
Laurel.
and Laurel.
Oh.
Okay? She is the daughter of Laurel. The
Well,
one in this movie is the daughter of Laurel.
Okay.
I'll have to watch
they
it
all
again.
tie
And I'm
in
wondering-
together.
I'm gonna have to
wondering-
watch it again and watch
I'm
it
wondering,
closer when we get it on DVD.
If Laurel hooked up with Oliver's bodyguard guy,
Yeah.
Diggle.
Diggs,
Diggle. Yeah.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
that'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but Diggle was
'Cause
hooked
the
up
Black
with
Canary
people,
is
but
mulatto.
That would have been have to. Yeah. See, I stopped watching it.
But that
before
would have
it's
made a
even
lot
got-
of sense.
Yeah.
It really
I've already,
would.
yeah, and see, they just started doing. They've been talking about
Because
online.
Diggle
Their
he was also being a vigilante too. He
Yes.
donned certain gear.
his
they were doing.
outfit
They've been
was
doing the
basically the same as
multi-universe
Green Arrow,
thing
just black.
recently.
Yeah.
Okay, she's raising her hand over
Okay,
here.
our researchers has more information for us.
In the comics, Black Canary's real identity is Dinah Lance, who goes by her middle name Laurel on the show. But in the episode Crucible, we discover that Arrow's Black Canary is actually Sarah Lance, Laurel's little sister.
But that's not Black Canary. She's White Canary, and she's always been White Canary.
No,
in
not
that,
at the beginning.
Well, no, Sarah has been White Canary throughout pretty much the entire.
Boy, this one started an
Legends.
argument. Diggle has kids in the Arrow universe
And a wife.
and a wife. That's what I thought.
Well, that I'm just saying.
Maybe they had an
You
affair.
never know.
No,
Maybe
You
they
gotta
had an
no.
affair.
You gotta think of this though. You gotta think of this. She still has the Lance last name. Laurel never got married.
That's why I said maybe they haven't had an affair.
It says,
Up, researcher again.
it says first appearance, Flash Comics, August 1947. Alter ego, Dinah Laurel Lance. That's what their names were back in 1947 comics.
Well, see, that's the start
Yeah,
of everything.
but
But
the thing
over
is-
over the years of the comics evolution, there's always changes made.
Right. These
Yeah.
we're
That
talking.
was the alter ego. Back
Right,
in
you're-
Right.
1947.
All right. Hold
But
on
you
a
also
second.
got now the
The
way
movies and hold on, let me finish. The movies and the DC and the TV series aren't following the comic
Oh,
books.
I know.
no, they're not.
Okay.
That's what
Since DC has had some success with their television series of their like Arrow Universe,
Mhm.
multi, and all this stuff, is a lot of hype's been around it, and they're getting a lot of good ratings and stuff.
Yeah, with
You know,
Flash
And they've got it,
Arrow,
and they kind of their competition,
Legends,
competing with
Supergirl.
Marvel in the movies has kind of not been so great. Because they've
Well,
been
that's because
Marvel's
Marvel
been
did the
breaking
same thing,
records, right? But Marvel's been breaking records in the movie box
Yeah.
office. So DC comes out when they make these movies. When DC's been making these movies, they're not necessarily using the same actors, but they're taking some of the storylines from their TV series
yeah,
storylines,
What else? Who's
and
been
that's
commenting?
what we're
Are
talking
you reading
about.
comments over there?
Not so much the.
You got to read us comments. You can't just
Not
let
so
us hang.
much the comic book doesn't have as much influence on our TV superheroes and stuff today as it did in the 70s and the 80s.
right.
Okay.
When they were making movies
Molly
and
had
TVs.
made a comment saying, "I am really sad Netflix dropped all those shows."
Yeah,
Hey, that's Netflix for you.
yeah. They
That's why me and Mark don't have Netflix.
That's why I quit.
One reason why
You know,
we don't.
that's
Netflix,
because you've
Netflix
got
doesn't listen to the people anymore. They're doing their own thing, and of course I always had problems with them because I was trying to listen to certain things or watch certain things, and it would sit there and freaking keep loading, and it pissed me off. So
That's
why I went to Prime.
Okay, according to
but
IMDb.
IMDb,
no, yeah, that's what I thought. It was because of Disney Plus.
Okay.
yeah,
Anyway,
Disney owns the rights to all of that CW crap now, and all the DC stuff.
Disney owns the rights to that CW.
That's isn't that what you're talking about? All the DC shows like Flash and all that being
I
taken
didn't
off
know-
Netflix.
no.
they own the Marvel rights. That's what Molly just said. They
Well,
own
yeah.
Disney
All the
owns
Marvel
the
shows.
Marvel
owns the
the
Marvel
Marvel
rights.
rights.
They don't own the fucking DC rights. Warner Brothers owns DC.
Okay. Anyway, can I?
Well, those shows are on
So
the.
let her finish.
Journey Smollett Bell's Black Canary alter ego is Dinah Lance. If we can safely assume that there is some semblance of comic book continuity in the story, then Smollett Bell's character is Dinah Laurel Lance, the daughter of the original Black Canary, Dinah Drake Lance.
But that doesn't make sense.
That's
because, for one, she's too young.
so if they own the
This
Marvel
character
rights,
that
that's
was-
why.
This character that was Dinah Lance, Black Canary in this movie would have been basically, for the timeline, would have been too young.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
It would make more
But,
sense
you
to
know-
say that she's the granddaughter
But
of the original Black
All right.
Canary
According to
because
this-
her mother was
all right,
just a
hold on,
canary.
hold on.
According to
Before
this,
this goes
Dinah
too
Drake
far,
Lance, Dinah Drake married Larry Lance, and they have a daughter.
all right, hold on.
Which isn't that supposedly Sarah and Laurel's dad?
Well, isn't he supposed to be the
He's a
the
detective. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, they have more than one daughter. They got Sarah and they got Laurel.
Anyway, but
So-
isn't this? Hold on. Isn't this typical of the comic books and stuff?
Laurel uses
Hold
her
on.
real name or building with Diana.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Isn't this typical of comic books and stuff to cause these little arguments?
Yes,
because
it
that
is.
you
Yeah.
because they
Well, it's
don't
not just
they don't
comic books,
yeah,
okay?
but
you got to realize
no,
these comic books, the
I'm
way they're
saying the
spread out,
movies.
they're in different timelines.
I know, but I'm saying the movies and the movies
The movies are in completely
it doesn't
different
make
timelines
it
than the
doesn't
comic
it
books.
doesn't make a difference if we're Marvel or DC right now or whatever. The fact is that every time they make these movies and they make these things and they do the origins and stuff, they leave it open enough for interpretation
Oh, yeah,
to be interpreted so
that's
many
what
different
causes-
ways,
That's what causes
and
this.
that's what causes the little arguments and
Well,
the
not
controversy
arguments,
around.
discussions.
Right.
It's not really arguments.
Right.
It's discussions
and
because we're all getting different
that go
Yeah,
on
we lost
for,
somebody.
so that the talk goes on forever about these characters and these people in these movies.
Well, yeah. But the whole thing is, I mean, back to standards here, this was a very good movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And
Oh, yeah.
it had okay. And one of the things that was kind of cool in it, you know, Harley, you
That
watch her
guy?
get fucking just shit-faced drunk, and then she steals a fuel tanker and drives it
I love
into
that part.
Acme.
and drives it into the Acme chemicals.
Yeah.
Yep,
We're her and the Joker were
And
created.
as it's exploding, she
just walking away.
walks away.
Didn't Joker do that at one point?
Yeah, Joker
Something
fell
like
in.
it?
Joker
And
fell into a
if you-
pit.
if
Jack
you watch-
Napier
Well, no, this is
in the
this is
original
how
Batman.
that's how the
Tim
original
Burton's
Joker
Batman.
became Joker. He fell into the vat of chemicals at Acme and survived. It bleached his skin, made him go crazy. Blah blah blah. With Harley, since she was a psychiatrist that
Fell in love with the Joker.
she was assigned to be the psychiatrist,
While he was
Of
in Arkham.
Arkham
the
Asylum.
king of the Joker himself at Arkham Asylum, and He got in
inside
her
her
head.
mind. Yeah.
made her fall in love with him, and she threw herself into the vat at Acme Chemicals
Right.
for him.
She got obsessed.
That's how she became Harley. Now, you know, and there were some good points in that movie that she made too. I don't want to give everything away. I mean,
No,
people
but-
want
But the way
wanna go
they
watch
did
it, but
the way they did
it
that
was
with
really
her
good.
narrating it
I loved
was
it.
was like the perfect way to go.
Like I
think.
said,
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
we
really
got to
cool.
add it to our collection.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
goddamn right.
It's a
And-
must own.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that's watching this, anybody who wants to pay attention to us or hear us out, the critics, I don't give a shit what those critics
I never
out there
listened
are.
to the critics.
You can't listen to those idiots. All they're doing is what they're doing is doing their stupid shit for the fucking money. They're not actually doing doing justice for some of these movies.
You know,
Pissed me off whenever they said Suicide Squad was junk and blah 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 blah, and that made the box office for the Suicide Squad go down. They're doing the same damn thing to Birds of Prey.
Yep.
Birds of Prey is a damn good movie.
yeah, it was a great movie.
All right, you got to watch these movies for yourself. You can't listen to these damn critics because the critics suck.
Yeah, well, Hollywood sucks too sometimes.
and
you
a
know,
lot of the
'cause
bullshit in Hollywood
we know
sucks
they
as well
all-
because they're out there either
Fucked up with-
rehashing something
Yeah.
and fucking it up.
yeah,
They're taking a great movie and redoing it and fucking it up,
By-
or they're just
by either
throwing
changing-
shit at us and saying, "Here, this is great, watch it."
and you know,
And then the stuff that is great, like this,
They
or stuff
trash.
that we, especially in the community that likes the comic books and the cartoons and all this, and this runs
Oh,
into
man.
all that.
I think
They trash.
I think you know what I think the problem was with the critics. You want to know what I think the problem was?
What, they
It's
need to go
because-
get laid?
No, it's because this was like a comic book movie that got an R rating mostly because of how often the F word was used.
Oh, they dropped F bombs like crazy.
I mean, I mean, think about how often
Well,
that F bomb was
Suicide-
dropped.
Well, Suicide Squad was a PG movie, and they didn't.
Right,
I don't
right,
even
right,
remember
exactly.
them dropping the F bomb in it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on.
Saying
They-
that F-bombs is gonna be
But she wasn't the only one dropping that F bomb
she
in
wasn't.
that. But still,
she's a psycho chick, you know. You can't expect her not to.
I mean,
Okay, people, it's been about 54 minutes.
all right.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right.
have to probably wrap this up. What else did we have that we were gonna throw out there? Tell everybody to keep watching because we got
Oh yeah. Where's my
where's your
ashtray go?
ashtray? There ain't
I
no
thought-
ashtray.
I keep
What
thinking
the
it's over
fuck?
there. I don't know.
You trying to
Habit.
get ashes on my goddamn
No.
computer? I'm gonna slap your ass. Anyway, the 21st of next month, we're gonna start our new season,
That's all I need to know.
and
It's something we've never done before.
It'll be something that we haven't done before, but we are going to be out in the field. So keep an eye open.
It won't be
See?
live. It'll be recorded.
No, this one's not going to be a live one.
You won't be
Can't
able
be
to.
a live
All
one.
right.
Haven't figured out how to do that one yet.
You won't be able to see this until because of the fact that we might have to edit stuff out
Yeah,
too.
there's a possibility this one won't be raw footage either. We have some editing to do.
So this one will probably appear about 2 days later, but we'll keep you updated after we do the show to let you know when it'll be up, and then we will let you know what it is.
After we do it, then we'll do a show, and we'll let you know at that point what we did, and then
we'll go live on
the
22nd, or
we may actually have
back
some,
if we got some time.
Since we're doing XSplit now and have this little program here where we got that extra screen in there, we might have a few snippets of what we did. Yeah, playing in there,
and we're gonna have some.
You're gonna cover me up.
We're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have.
That's exactly what I have to say about this.
We're gonna have fun.
So you gotta keep watching. Let your friends.
I'll let you know this much. Here's a hint that won't give it away. It will be a paranormal investigation.
Yeah.
On site.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It'll be on location.
We got all these toys we got to play with too.
We've got some new toys, some new equipment, and it's something we've never done and a place we've never been to yet.
And nobody's actually ever done it.
Yeah, nobody's been there yet filming.
At least
as far as what we know.
We haven't found anything about anybody ever going in there.
But we'll know more later. And we ain't going to tell you until the 21st. So if you want to know, March 21st is the date.
Not the 21st of this month.
No, March 21st.
Next month.
March 21st is the date. We will be season 2, episode 1. We'll go live and tell them what we did, and like you said, maybe give them a little.
Are we going to do live that day, or are we going to do it the next day?
We'll probably go live the next day on the 22nd to let you know what we did on the 21st. On
Saturday the 22nd, we will go live then.
Sunday the 22nd.
Yeah, it'll be 20.
Oh, that's right.
It'll be Sunday the 22nd. Yeah, because the 21st is a Saturday.
Saturday's the 21st. We're going on location.
Well, then, yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm excited. I mean,
he can't stop talking about it.
We're going to have to do a Sunday show again.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
I know.
Which means we might want to start it early in the morning.
Oh, it's going
to
be
like little half-hour snippets of it.
Never know. Never know.
Well, let's not talk while the camera's running. We don't want to give nothing away.
I don't want to give anything away, so I'll let you know after we're done.
It's a good one.
So.
People are going to love this one.
Yeah. I hope they love it, and I'm going to have fun with it. And my daughter Kayla is going with us.
And just to end this, before we end this quick, I'm going to say one last thing. I want to thank Allison for holding the mixer yesterday.
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you, Allison.
It was fun.
Hopefully you see this. It was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun meeting everybody and talking to them. And
I think I'm kind of excited to actually see if we can pull off being live that day.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
So
that'd be awesome.
All right, so check us out on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you listen to your podcast. You want to find our links, go to www.utterlyinsaneproductions.com. And we're out of here.
Thanks for watching us.